A spot in the gold medal match is on the line as we bring you round 3 action here at Joondalup Bowls Club for the singles day, the final day of the Nationals 2023. The sun is out, the wind is down, which is nice if you've joined us over the last few days. So it should be another fantastic matchup. Clive Adams here, Peter Harris joining me. Pete, conditions look pretty good.
It's near on perfect for Perth. Doesn't get much better than this on the coast.
So we have a battle here. This is a Section 2 battle in the women's singles, and it's Jessie Cottell from New South Wales to take on Katelyn Inch from Queensland. The winner plays for gold tonight. The loser plays for bronze. The other match, Sharon Steele and Elisa Rigoni, not taking place because those two players have been eliminated from any chance. We'll take you through all of the other situations as we get through. We've got another in the men's side of the draw on this screen. We've got another gold medal match playoff with WA's Cody Packer taking on New South Welshman Jack Lewis. Again, winner there plays for gold. Loser will play for bronze. So it's going to be an exciting couple of hours as we wind our way down in the Australian Championships and the Nationals 2023. The hooter goes to get us started, and of course it is a big thank you to Tourism Western Australia, walking on a dream. That is what we are doing, and they have been fantastic in their partnership in having the Nationals 2023 here. Of course, we're also thanking the Department of Local Government, Sport and Cultural Industries, Lottery West, and of course the magnificent city of Joondalup, where we experience more in Joondalup town. They have all been absolutely brilliant in bringing you this event. Katelyn Inch to get us underway in this one. 25 up the journey, 2.5 hour time limit, and by the end of this one we will know what our gold medal matches are going to look like tonight, and what a start.
Starting where she finished off the last game. Started slowly this morning and came home like a train, Katelyn.
Yeah, we got a chance to catch a little bit of that action, didn't we? And certainly warmed into that match and really just did the job to get to this match now and have the opportunity to play for a spot in tonight's big one.
Nice reply here. Just going to slide under. But nice home.
So we've got Katelyn Inch's Taylor Redline SR against Jessie Cottell's Drake's Pride Adrenaline. And a nice clear blue versus white makes it very easy for all of us to keep track of. Nice follow-up here from Katelyn.
It's going to flop a little bit, but still.
Pete, we've seen Katelyn's game grow, haven't we? I mean, the exposure that Katelyn's had at BPL, I mean, you've seen that firsthand as an opposition coach a few times, of course, in her role for Adelaide. And her game's just grown and grown.
Certainly came with a pretty good reputation from New Zealand, but obviously we hadn't seen much of her at that point. But she's certainly got better and better each time that I see her. Certainly the BPL, she's, as you say, grown into that role very well.
And Jessie, on the other hand, a player on the rise, absolutely superstar player, had her little taste as well of BPL when Carla Krasanik had to leave the tournament.
And played really well.
Yeah. So, great start from both players here. All bowls have been in the zone, that's for sure. Even that one that crept past from Jessie wasn't far away. Thank you, Fiona. Fiona with a big thank you for the fantastic 2 weeks and brilliant streaming and commentary. So, good on you, Fiona. A big fan of all of the streaming services. It's Fiona, gets involved, gets her comments up there, and we certainly appreciate everyone.
It's not going to get down.
Joining us.
I think the weight was okay there from Jessie, just plenty to sit.
Yeah, I'm be interesting to see what Katelyn tries to do here. Does she drop one round the back just in case Jack gets moved, or does she try and change it a little bit? Don't know there's an awful lot she can do in terms of changing it, so it might be one of those where you just sort of suck it up and say, I'll drop one round the back. Now, at the end of this end, I'll give you the lowdown on what's happening in the other sections, because there's a couple of close tussles to come up here. Looks like, well, backhand is the choice. Is it going around the back, or is it just trying to draw?
No, I think she's trying to go around the back. The weight indicated the back.
Well, she got there. That might not have been the way that it was quite scripted.
And probably not the side that she wanted to be.
No.
But still decision time from Jessie. Play the same weight, looking to squeeze that jack, sit a bowl, or does she a little bit more finesse and just try and turn one over, sit for the shot?
Well, this looks tight. Is it going to hold on?
It's certainly a line that you need weight with. It's trying to hold, but
wow, when I said it looks tight, boy, not by much.
A little bit more sort of had the jack going her way on the other side. So.
Even a little movement of jack wouldn't have hurt, because maybe 3, even a little squeeze of the jack would have at least got it back to 2. Now we'll get the tape out and check.
No, we won't. 3 shots.
Ah, okay. I thought we were going for the tape. 3 shots it is to Queensland. Katelyn Inch on the board first in this race to 25. First to get 25 plays for gold tonight. Now, who will they play against, you might ask? Well, that's where things are going to get interesting, because in the other section, all 4 players have won 1 match. Leah Modra has the shots up advantage over Irene Arndt, and they are playing each other. Yes, Leah Modra with that shots up advantage with her healthy win in the previous round over Olivia Cartwright. So Leah is 1 win plus 12. Irene is 1 win plus 5. Reality, winner of that game.
We'll play for a medal of some kind.
We'll definitely play for a medal, and probably a gold. Olivia Cartwright playing Kim Saunders. Olivia Cartwright with 1 win minus 3, and Kim Saunders with 1 win minus 14. So it seems like we've got a couple of little semi-finals there in terms of getting through to the medal matches.
Let's start here from Jessie.
And then finally in the men's section 2, we talked about section 1 there, Jack and Cody playing off. In section 2, Tristan Smallacombe leads that section, undefeated, 2 wins plus 12. He's playing Rob McMullen, who's 1 win minus 2, so he's got a 14-shot advantage. Of course, that halves. So I think Tristan had worked out he needed to score 19 to be safe. And then we've got Matt O'Brien playing Matt Sargent. Matt O'Brien with 1 win plus 2. Matt Sargent with no wins minus 12. Matt Sargent can actually still charge his way into a bronze medal match tonight if he was to get a big win. So
it's a big win.
Yeah. And Matt O'Brien can catch Tristan if Tristan loses. So we'll keep an eye on those matches. We'll let you know as they evolve. Jessie with a couple here. Of course, all matches are being live scored, so if you want to check out any of the scores, you can go to the results portal, click on the particular match you are after, and all the scores are there. There's also a live section where you can see all the matches that are being played. As Katelyn just nudges,
so she's got
a little closer.
Well, she's still 2 down. It's better position now that Jessie's bowl's turned up to jack high.
Sharon Leister looking after us from a marking point of view.
So, a little bit of cover.
Bit of protection in this one, yep.
Just Katelyn will be disappointed with that, pulling up short.
Yeah, had opportunities to change it, opportunities to land. So I think this last bowl of Jessie's will be down on that forehand side. Look to essentially beat her back bowl there, that bowl that's furthest out on the wing, and if she does that, she's pretty much going to count. Cody Packer has scored first over there against Jack Lewis, and I think we're getting an update to that. In fact, it's now 5-0 to Cody Packer. Now, just needs to clear the front here for Jessie. She's done that. Is she going to...
Just got to hold on. Oh, little touch helps.
Yeah.
Definitely hold on now.
So that looks like another 3. I don't think it'll be 4, will it? No, just the 3. So, well, bit of trading shots on the first 2 ends. 3 shots apiece. So just a race to 22 now. Of course, if you have just joined us, dead ends remain dead. 25 up and a 2.5 hour time limit. Very, very comfortable conditions right now.
Yeah. 20. What were they expecting? 25 degrees, 26,
Yep.
and that'd be about what it is, I would think.
Blue sky, a little bit of hazy cloud, but that's just keeping the sunlight from beaming down. It's just a really comfortable day. I think Jessie just meeting some of the locals.
Yes.
The flies are very friendly. Doesn't appear to have done her too much harm, although she's
Got a
just
bit of
missed the
steam
jack.
on it.
Nope, no respot. Dead ends remain dead in this one. We replay the end. And a full 25 up format as well, as Katelyn just drops inside for shot. Our final tonight will be the men's singles final. As Jessie looks to make her correction. She's done pretty well with it. That's a great bowl. Both players known for their singles prowess.
Trying to run it out, Katelyn. Just might not quite.
Gee.
Good try and a good setup. Something to turn. I expect Jessie be doing the same thing. One turn of hers, sneak around it.
Yeah, we'll get another one in the zone at the moment. It's just the opportunity there for Katelyn to play with some confidence. It's going to sneak through nicely. That's
Perfect.
well played. Does line up.
Yeah, I think
Wouldn't surprise me to see Katelyn use some weight here down on the back end. Catch the outside edge of the outside bowl or get to the jack. She can get both bowls clean here. Looks on the tight side.
it's got
Got
a
her
range.
own.
What does it do?
Well, that'll do.
Piece of jack is just enough. So it's only a quarter of a bowl tight.
Had plenty of target there.
So Jessie on the forehand you'd expect. Similar to her last. One turn of her own, set Katelyn's bowl. Just nice draw weight.
Well, that has turned left on her. That was looking okay, but just maybe the weight let it go a little bit early. And Katelyn will have last attempt on this end on the forehand, looking to draw another.
Got plenty of height. It's just got to get down now.
Well, based on the way Jessie's got down, you'd think it would. Oh, it's well played.
Just sitting down. It might have run too far. See what they say. It's close. They are calling for the... Jessie's obviously got a tape in her pocket.
Sharon had one paddle ready, so perhaps gives us an indication of the way she thought.
Nope, two.
Two it is. So just did enough to get in there. Another multiple. It's 3 multiples we've had in the 3 ends so far, and it's a 5-3 lead to Katelyn Inch. Cody Packer continues to lead 5-0 there. I think they might have had a dead end over there. Let's have a look at what's happening on the other green. Kim Saunders is leading Olivia Cartwright 4 shots to 2. 2 shots apiece between the ACT and Victoria. That's Matt Sargent and Matt O'Brien. 4 shots apiece between Leah Modra and Irene Arndt. The final match is a 5-2 lead to Rob McMullen over Tristan Smallacombe. So if those scores continue to evolve that way, that might get very interesting over on the other green. Gee, you can do your own score updates with that camera view. All of those scoreboards well within view. Jessie, nice opener here. Closes right down on the front of the jack. Beautifully played.
So as Katelyn likes to do, she likes to go long. Certainly in today she's liked to go long anyway. And as we've said before, 40-metre greens. This is a ditch to ditch on most greens.
Another great effort. And slide just under for shot. Well, it may well have done.
May do.
So yes, that's done enough for shot.
I was going to say down one but held at the wrong paddle there. Looking at the blue bowl. It's going to slide past. Nice home.
Seeing Carl Healy on the bank there. Peter, I'm wondering whether he's here in a coaching capacity for Jessie.
Don't know.
Well, Katelyn's got all the way through to the jack there.
No,
That'll do.
Stuck with it, so
Covers it up nicely. Players are allowed to have a coach, and I just saw the two of them inside sitting together talking, so it might be that there's a coaching role there. Pretty good person to have in your corner.
Yeah.
World
A lot of
champion.
experience.
Recent world champion. Now,
It's
any
gonna get
contact
detached.
here?
All goes.
Well, it's just up and over, so not quite enough. Didn't quite
It's
get... If we got to
too gentle.
the full part of the jack, that would have been enough. There he is.
And she's going to at least stand with him. So Katelyn is asking if the white ball fell over. It looks like it wants to fall over, but it's not.
The white ball.
The white bowl, even. Go into cricket mode.
Right, well, that's headed round the back and quite deliberately, I think, whether or not she was looking to cover any sort of angle of the jack, and there is a discussion. So I'm sure that is in a coaching capacity, otherwise they wouldn't be allowed to have that chat. So
and the umpire's looking at him, so he's quite comfortable.
Yeah. Well, if you're here playing for an Australian title, you're a young up-and-coming player, having a world champion on the sidelines to help you through is good planning.
So it's just a tap on the backhand or forehand through that gate, just trying to turn it out a couple of rolls.
We've got a few comments.
Choices.
Sorry, Pete. We've got a few comments saying the screen has frozen. I am watching the same feed as you are. There's no issue at my end. So if there is an issue, perhaps just shut down the stream and just start it up again, or to close the window, or just open it back up again, and you should be able to. You should be cooking again.
So here comes the. So it was through the hole, trying to sit that bowl. Trial jack probably just had maybe a bit too much weight to get to the hole.
Another one to Katelyn, and she leads at 6 shots to 3. We do our best to give IT support here on Rinkside Live as well.
So just looking at that New South Wales WA game over there, I think Katie Packer might have just dropped a 4.
Yeah, well, it looks like 7-5 to Jack now.
Jack, I think Packer dropped a 4.
Cold, wet and rainy in Germany.
Well, that's worse than last time, wasn't it?
Hang on, Patrick. I think I'll go back to sleep. What are you doing, Patrick? Stick with us, mate.
Exactly. You're in for a long afternoon, long morning.
So yes, we will always let you know if there is an issue with our end in terms of the stream. So certainly all clear at our end at the moment.
Jessie's taking advantage.
Beautifully
of the
played.
Katelyn.
Well, it looked like it was going to get down to Jack. Sharon got in there to mark it and then scared it, and it got round.
Katelyn's definitely lost some weight, but she might have lost too much. A little bit in between. Line's perfect both times.
Well, that presents an opportunity for Jessie now, doesn't it? I
Definitely.
mean, down 3 shots on the scoreboard. So they'll have nothing better than to land one right on the jack now and really put the pressure on.
Just cut her line here. Is she going to sneak past it?
No.
Negative, so...
Still one to Jessie, so didn't do too much damage with that. Beautiful sights there of the trees that line the median strip of the road right next to the club. It is a very serene setting here at Joondalup, as this bowl also just lacking that last metre. You've got the busy road of Marmion Avenue contrasted by the serene surrounds of a beautiful cricket oval. The bowling club here.
So Jessie's weight last bowl was pretty good. She doesn't have to worry about that. It's just the line that she didn't get right.
She's done pretty well with this, I think.
Bit of jack
needs
this
a little
time.
bit of jack. And that's well
This
played.
time she's got the jack, so great shots. Kept her weight nicely.
Well, that's a super effort from Katelyn. Just dropped under.
So another opportunity to grab a 3.
Yeah, look, there's not a lot of room there, but
No.
there's a clear draw to it. So, and she's just played it. So
It's a safe option. Not a lot can go wrong with this. So she can play it with confidence.
we'll get this, and she can tie it back up again. As she pushed right through this, I'm not sure.
No, not quite, I don't think.
Gee, it wasn't far away,
Good
was
effort.
it? But that'll be another 2 on the board to Jessie, and the gap closes to just 1. It's still a 1-shot lead to Queensland's Katelyn Inch over New South Wales' Jessie Cottell. A spot in tonight's grand final. Our gold medal match is on the line for these two. Both of them will be playing tonight. It's just a matter of what colour medal that they'll be playing for. And if we look across a couple of rinks, the same deal. Both players will be playing tonight, Cody Packer and Jack Lewis. The winner gets to play for gold and guarantees themselves a minimum of silver.
Yep.
And the loser has to battle it out for bronze, on the risk of going home without a medal. Great start here from Jessie once more. Both the players here, Pete, just very very quiet the way they go about
They
their
are.
business.
Very deliberate. They both have their pre-delivery routines.
And they're not players that give away anything in terms of their demeanour.
Not rushed at all.
Well, Jack High guide there to use now. Well, I can tell you just next door as well. We'll just see Jessie's bowl finish here because this is a cracker. Brilliant. Great shot. Cody Packer held 1 with essentially a front toucher, and Jack Lewis has drawn right down there and drawn a toucher himself to take that shot away.
Pretty tight line here from Katelyn. She got the weight to hold it. Well, that didn't do much. I thought that was tight. I was completely wrong.
Not the first time, Pete. Won't be the last.
I think you agree with me. You're just not going to say it. That did nothing.
See the outcome of this bowl, and we'll give you some updates from the other green as well. Not far away, didn't quite get down far enough. 8-5 now the lead to Tristan Smallacombe over Rob McMullen. And in the other men's singles match, it is a 5-3 lead to Matt O'Brien over Matt Sargent. And then in the women's singles, a 10-2 lead to Kim Saunders over Olivia Cartwright, and a 7-6 lead to Leah Modra over Irene Arndt. They are all of your scores. Jack Lewis leading 9-5 against Cody Packer. Alongside us here. Has this got the jack? Well, it has. How far?
Did it go far enough?
Well, that is a great effort. Had the chance, may have now preferred to get to the bowl, but there is now room for both players to be able to draw. Jessie still holding one.
Just got to hold without the jack. Has done that very well. That will be 2 to Jessie. So Katelyn's got about 1.5 to get shot.
Yeah, there's enough there. Just needs to get it right.
Again, what breeze is blowing is helping the bowl turn on this hand.
And that breeze will be nothing that the players are too concerned about at this point.
No, this will be heaven compared to the last few days.
Okay. How's the pace? It looks like it might be getting there with a little bit of change on it. It has. So that'll be another 2 on the board to Jessie, and she will take the lead on the back of that. A 7-6 advantage now to Jessie Cottell. She's won 3 ends. They've all been multiples, a 3 and a couple of 2s. Katelyn's also won 3 ends, a 1, a 2 and a 3. Of course, as this tournament wraps up, we'll then start to look forward to the Bowls Premier League. Up there at Club Pine Rivers, mid-November.
And of course the BPL Cup, of course, as well. I think the final is streamed on TV. Is that right? Of the BPL Cup?
Yeah, well, it's shown on TV. Yep. So, BPL Cup, of course, all of the qualifiers from all around Australia will assemble. Mix it with all of the stars from the BPL as well. It's a wonderful experience, that, as Katelyn does a fine job with her first bowl there. Katelyn will be in action once again at the BPL. Peter Harris has been discarded by the Perth Suns, and Billy Brandsma comes in as coach.
Gets harsher every time you say it.
Yeah. Actually, you are sporting a Perth Suns polo, Pete, so obviously no hard feelings there.
No, I haven't been asked to give it back.
Yet. No, it's always a wonderful week up there at Pine Rivers. You get the chance to get along there. We encourage you to do so. If you can't, then you'll have the full coverage. Well, confidence with this bowl. This has got a toucher left on it, Pete. So the toucher mark is still on it.
See if Sharon picks that up.
Can it find its way to the jack?
Might not need to pick it up.
We have to work hard round. Oh, not quite. Most of the chalks come off in the run by the look of it. And as always, it's probably finished right on the bottom.
Exactly. How does that happen? All the time. Must make the bowl heavier. It sinks to the bottom.
Sharon's going to get in there and just wipe that chalk off. Well, we've seen 2 ends in a row to Jessie. Perhaps there's an opportunity looming for Katelyn instead here. She's going to stick with the forehand side where she's played 2 good ones. It looks to be a similar line to her last. It's just the weight.
Yep, sliding through, so...
Look at the line on those 3 bowls. In fact, you've got the line of all 6 bowls, 3 there and 3 on the other side. Can Jessie find a slightly lesser line here and drop in for shot? It's close.
Stop now.
That was a great effort. Still 2 to Katelyn, and she strides back confidently to draw another.
Sharon's having a bit of fun out there.
I think her paddles got stuck. I think she's getting a bit done by the colours of the paddles as well.
She's doing a great job, as they all do. Our well-trained ITOs.
Well done, Serena. Serena says, when you can see a toucher mark from the other end of the green and follow the bowl, you know the camera work is exceptional. Yes, good on you, Serena. Now, is this one going to do enough? It will be doing its best work late, but doesn't quite get back. No. It did look like it was just slightly wider than her previous attempts, and it'll be 2 more on the board. We've got a lead change. And Katelyn Inch leads at 8 shots to 7. Cody Packer has grabbed a couple more over there, so just trails by 2 now. Jack Lewis leading that one 9-7. And as we glance over the other green, it's a 10-4 lead to Kim Saunders over Olivia Cartwright. We have an 8-4 lead to Matt O'Brien over Matt Sargent. 11-7 the lead, Irene Arndt over Leah Modra. And finally a 10-5 lead to Tristan Smallacombe over Rob McMullen.
So again, Katelyn stretches the jack out, her favourite length. Seemingly the length that she thinks she can win at. It's pulling up a little bit short on this occasion. Pushing into any breeze that we have.
Well, this one needs to work its way past the front. I think it's going to land pretty much with it. Well, now we find out who can correct the best. This is a sort of drill that these players would do. Play their first bowl and add a metre on their next. As we know in bowls, a metre can be anywhere between about 2 feet and 4 feet, so that metre correction's always a handy one to have in the kit bag, and Katelyn's done a pretty good job with it. Let's see what Jessie can come up with. That 1 metre gets thrown around a lot in the game of bowls.
Yeah. Rarely is it correct.
Well, this has got more on it too. And it's a very good shot. Little help to keep its line late. And lands right on the front of the jack. Beautifully played.
I've heard that question a few times now.
It's not a question you hear that often, but there's really nothing wrong with the question. If you're going to ask whether you're jack high, well, what's wrong with asking whether you're square onto the jack as well? It's essentially the same question, just rotated 90 degrees, isn't it? So this is a bit of a double shot, this. Try and land the bowl or just pass to give us something to play. She's nearly drawn the shot.
She'd love to have had that extra foot, or at least stayed maybe a foot wider to give her a point to come off. It's helped her dropping numbers, but it hasn't helped her get the shot at all.
Matthew suggesting this match would be worthy of a gold medal game. I think that's a fair call.
Definitely. But unfortunately for these girls, that's not the way it works. I think Jessie's going to pull up short. Katelyn's trying to find an angle there by the look of it, I think. I'm not sure there really is one.
Well, we'll get a look over her shoulder in just a moment. Yeah, so it doesn't really look like there's really a clear path there. She's been punished for good line on her previous bowls.
Nothing lines up whatsoever. She's just her look on her face, just reluctantly she's come to the wide hand thinking, this is so hard. But I can only draw it. So on this hand, just so she can get a little bit more turn than she can the other hand. And she just overcooked it.
Well, Jack Lewis leading 10-7 now over Cody Packer. Dave Rankin is watching. Always celebrates a 10-7 scoreline. I think if he's playing, he actually tries to get the score to 10-7. If he's holding 2 to go to 11, he'll take one out.
Just take one out.
Try and get to 10-7. Dave Rankin from Perth Pennants does a wonderful job covering bowls in WA. He's certainly had his results up on the Facebook page each evening. Right, last bowl of this end is on its way. Can Jessie find a way here? Needs to climb around her front. And I think she's just going to have a little bit too much on that one. So one more on the board to Jessie. And, well, we've played 8 ends. And we are locked away at 8 each. So 17 shots required for each player. And they need to do it first to play for gold. It's a nice clear mindset to be in, at least, Pete, isn't it? When you come up in a game and you know it's essentially a mini final.
Yep. There's no distractions about what other scores are about. It's just you and your opposition.
I heard Lee Schreiner say on the Right Line, Bowls Australia's official podcast, that what he loves about singles is the one-on-one nature. Well, it doesn't get any more one-on-one than this. And if anyone's talking about singles play and you want to learn, Leash Run is a pretty good one to learn from at the moment.
Definitely.
Both players just missing by about the same distance.
Pretty good correction here from Jessie. Just going to slide around the jack.
Very nice.
That's a great shot.
I haven't really seen a lot of shot play in the match so far. It's been mainly draw bowls and little trails of jacks. As Katelyn found the trip here. It's not far away. Just short of it. Opportunity for Jessie now really needs nothing different. Just needs to step up and play exactly the same bowl.
Doesn't want to turn the blue, obviously.
And has. I don't know whether that's done any damage.
No, I don't think so.
Well, Katelyn didn't ask.
No.
Katelyn simply asked how far short her bowl was.
Well, it's one bowl shorter than it is now.
Sharon indicates one to Jessie at the moment. So again, a confident look up here, clear run. Nothing stopping Jessie from just getting to the jack and tidying this one up nicely.
Yep, her weight was good last time. She just cut the line slightly, so not a lot of correction required.
Going to say it doesn't look there. Now, second prize is just creating a bit more difficulty for Katelyn. That may have done that. I mean, that stops Katelyn getting to her own bowl. And it may force her out onto a wideish line, but, I mean, really, to sit the bowl, if she wants to sit the bowl, she's round that. Katelyn's pretty much stuck to the draw line here, and this is very close.
The run.
She certainly has a great shot. Brilliantly played. So that will be one more on the board. Done with the last bowl by Katelyn Inch. She leads it 9 shots to 8. Hugh asking, so is this the winner plays the final? Yes, correct. So the winner moves into the gold medal match and the loser will play for bronze. So both of these players will be in action this evening. We know that. It's just which colour medals they will be in reach of.
Katelyn's shortened it up from her stock standard ditch to ditch. So she's continually thinking about her game, changing when required. Something's not working.
Pete, we've thanked the partners throughout the event. It's also a big thank you to Andrew Howie and Paul Holschke that have done an amazing power of work. They're here from early hours each day right through to the late evening. I'm sure that many of those days and nights have been spent in the lead up to this event as well. Also, while they were organising World Championships, which went without a hitch. Fantastic work by Andrew and Paul. We might try and get Andrew on during the final and just have a little bit of a chat with him about how it's all gone. But congratulations to them for an amazing Nationals.
You come into any of these events with a bit of trepidation about what could go wrong, and I don't think really anything has gone wrong.
We've seen it firsthand as well, haven't we, Peter? Because you and I have both been involved in the organisation of this event, and we've seen the work that's gone in.
It's a nice correction here. It's just got to hold the line, not just duck out the door. Close.
Of course, Bowls WA as well. Plenty of work's gone in with the Bowls WA staff in the promotion of the event. And Bowls WA allowing us to be here, Pete, bringing you the commentary as well.
Yes. Especially considering our season starts pretty well now.
Yeah, there's plenty to do. There's no doubt about that. Great shot.
Great start. So thank all those West Australian bowlers for their patience. We don't get back immediately sometimes at the moment, but we will.
Kerry Cottell, go Jess, mum and dad watching from the middle of the Pacific Ocean. How good is that? That is just so great to think that they can keep an eye on how their star is going whilst, obviously, on a
cruise,
holiday.
I hope they're not on the
hopefully they're on a boat. Otherwise, we'll send some help, Kerry. But that is fantastic. And, of course, Mitch. I mean, Mitch has congratulated himself on several occasions throughout the week. But
forward.
He's also done a fantastic job, amazing job, looking after us with all the pictures. Another great shot there from Katelyn.
Well, will we see a little bit of weight this time? Or just still drawing to beat? She does have the bowl behind for a jack. The 2 bowls to sit. It's got a little bit of run on this.
This is very close. Does not want the gap.
Oh, no. Unlucky. There's 2 or 3.
Yeah, I'm sort of favouring 3 from our angle. 3 it will be. So Katelyn moves out to a 12-8 lead and perhaps makes her move towards the final. Jessie strike back here. 4 shots is the biggest margin that we've had in the match. Next door, Cody Packer has regained the lead against Jack Lewis, 12 shots to 10, so that one might be going down to the wire as well.
Definitely. Other green, Kim Sanders leads 12-6 over Olivia Cartwright.
Kim Saunders, yep.
Saunders, my apologies. I was trying to look at 2 scoreboards at once. Matthew O'Brien, 11-6 over Matthew Sargent. WA's Irene Art, 17-11 over Leah Modra.
Yep.
And the last one is Tristan Smallacombe is broken out a little bit, 14. I'll just hold off because I think the board's about to change. 14-7 over Rob McMullen. No, the board's good.
Meanwhile, while we were looking there, look at these 2 bowls. Katelyn all over it with her first, and Jessie just missing on the outside of the jack. Hugh just asking whether Jessie was part of the Australian World Bowls team. No, Jessie hasn't quite got to that point yet, but we could certainly see her in the future. There's no doubt about that. Every chance.
Definitely.
Down the track. Another one of those star young female players that we have that are great people as well as great players. Well, this one's even closer.
She's still got the same weight
what
as well.
What a shot. That is outstanding. Wow. Look at those two bowls all over the jack. Big shout out to all the greenkeepers across the three clubs as well that have done a fantastic job. Warwick, Sorrento and Joondalup. They've presented their greens in magnificent condition for an October setup. Pete, you're a former greenkeeper yourself. Yeah. Just how hard is it for them to have greens that are this good in October?
Yeah, difficult. The seasons are changing, so it's not quite as warm in September as it used to be. So definitely to get the grass and then get pace out of it, because you want to protect it. You've got a long season ahead of yourself, so you got to make sure it's really healthy. So they've done an amazing job to get all four greens in Joondalup and Sorrento's case is an amazing effort. And of course, Warwick still had 2 in, plus their synthetic.
Well, Katelyn says, how do I get to this?
She hasn't made it easy for herself either.
No. In fairness, her first bowl was all over the jack and Jessie was able to trail it away.
Even her bowls aren't sitting right at all. They're all sitting at funny angles.
I don't think she can afford to try and play any weight.
Not sure she can draw it either.
But she removes all 3 of hers and she just hands 4 shots away and her lead.
Well, she's playing weight.
Yeah, not big weight. She's just trying to crash through. And she's on the outside. Tough shot. Really tough shot. I think she was just trying to play through her outside bowl there, wasn't she? Well, this is one of those moments where you've got last bowl, you've got the opportunity to draw another, and these count big time in the overall scheme of things in a game of singles. 13-10, Cody Packer leads over Jack Lewis. That is exactly the same as this situation we have here. Winner plays for gold, loser plays for bronze tonight. Leon Modra coming back a little bit over there, Pete. It's now 17-14 to Irene Arndt. Now, is this one going to get down for Jessie? I think it is.
That's a great shot.
Well, that is 3 pretty decent bowls, just quietly. So 3 shots it is, and that gap that was forming just gets reeled straight back in. 12-11 lead to Katelyn Inch over Jessie Cottell. Big thank you to Tourism Western Australia. Walking on a dream. As we have thoroughly enjoyed our 2 weeks for the Nationals 2023. We already know the Nationals is coming back in 2026. Thoroughly look forward to that.
Yes.
There'll be plenty of players that'll be trying to find some windy conditions to practice in.
Yes, they might have a better idea. Then.
Nice opener there for Jessie. As we tick along to 20-4 in the afternoon here in WA. on a beautiful mild day.
It is. Hopefully it's a mild evening. Not too mild evening, but a mild evening.
Well, I'm going to argue the evenings themselves wouldn't have been that cold, but that breeze has been just incessant and knocked the temperature down on the feels like scale about 4 or 5 degrees. Whatever that feels like person is. Great shot from Katelyn. Perfect. Catches the outside of the jack and rocks back to the back of it. Oh, first bowl just rocks over in front as well. This is like a quiz at the moment.
Yes.
I hope Sharon doesn't get anything wrong. She'll be eliminated. We have 4 questions asked, but we've settled and we're away.
Yeah, I think she got them. She handled them really well.
Well, technically the players aren't allowed to visit the head until they've played their third bowl. I mean, they can if they want to, and they can ask permission, and that permission won't be reasonably denied. I guess if it's the 15th time you've asked and you've only played 15 ends, then you might get told no.
Just drop the line here a little bit here, Katelyn, but she sneaks under. She might hold. Probably not.
So this is one of those situations where Sharon will stay out of the head until Jessie's finished having a look. And then once Jessie turns away, Sharon will get in there and have a look for us. She'll not go in there while Jessie's having a look at the head.
You got this right last week.
Yeah, it's the way it'll happen.
Very certain here.
Okay, so Jessie's gone away to talk to Carl Healy, and Sharon takes the opportunity to get in there and have a look for us and indicate that it is 1 to Katelyn Inch.
Yes, ITO is well trained.
Yeah, one of our, and particularly Sharon, she's done plenty of AOs and high level ITO work.
I'll tell you a little story in a minute.
Okay.
Might take a little while, but
I look forward to that.
Just the first couple of bowls of each end because I don't want to detract from the game.
Right.
But you remember it as we go along. I'm telling you.
Is it going to be a story of your?
I think I'm the father
prowess?
of ITOs.
Do you?
Yep. I'll let you know why.
We're going to talk about you carrying all your equipment when you were marking on.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
I knew you'd remember.
Great effort here. Oh,
just on the outside.
Just caught an edge.
Oop, ball to go. Sharon forgot.
I get a feeling I know how this story's going to end.
You know how it's going to end, but you don't know the build-up.
I couldn't do that again. Well,
Katelyn got the weight.
It's not far away line-wise, but the weight is just going to let her down, I think. Yeah, well, if the others didn't count, then that one can't. So I think it is just going to be 1 to Katelyn, and yep, that has already been called. So 13-11. Pete.
So strap yourself in, listeners.
Mm-hmm.
And so we'll just do it because it'll take a little while because I need to explain myself.
Right.
Remember we had a comment last week or so, Uncle John, or he remembered me playing at Pine Rivers.
Ah, yes.
with Mark Casey. And so it stems from that. He wasn't really my uncle, but
Right.
he said I played okay, so he must be a relative.
Yep.
So we're over in the early 2000s and did a string of things for the Australian little squad thing. And the combination of that was the last day, I think we were playing Wales. And I was supposed to go home, but I didn't go home, so I stayed for the day. And I wasn't involved in the TV matches. But they asked me that morning whether I'd mark. I said, okay.
Did you have any clothes to wear, Pete?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't have any clothes to wear. So I said, yeah, okay, I'll mark. Yep. Haven't done much. I've done a few marking, but I hadn't done much of paddles and all that kind of stuff. But okay, how hard can it be?
Yeah.
So I said, go to the little room. You've got to go to the little room and get your uniform. So I went to this little room. Little bloke was standing there. And I was actually quite, I was a little bit fitter back then.
Yep.
Slim and trim. And he said, don't think I've got anything your size, mate. So you're going to have to give me something.
Yeah.
So he gave me a shirt, and it was a bit big. Okay, I can handle that. And gave me some pants. They were quite big.
Right. As we see Katelyn.
Yes. So I'll come back to that.
Yep.
With Katelyn.
So you're out there in your big
So
shirt and your big
so I got my pants, and it's a drawstring, so you got to, and I couldn't tighten up any further. You get to a point where you're just all cloth now. You got no more rope. So I thought, okay, they're okay. They'll hold. I don't need to play in them. I just got to walk in them, so that's all right. And so I go out there, TV match, and then they just load me up with equipment. I don't know what these markers, what the ITOs are carrying, but they gave me everything.
Jessie looking to get on the edge here and fall in. Not quite.
So I'll come back to the next end when we get...
Okay.
So I'm loaded up with stuff. We'll come back.
In pants that are dragging around your ankles.
On TV. Any chance. Halfway down the green, they could fall down.
All right, we'll go back to the focus on these last few bowls and get set for part 2. It's a get to know Peter Harris time. Well, Katelyn needs it to run out.
Can't quite.
Well, this is a good little shot for Jessie now. She can play confidently up here, sit her own bowl onto the shot bowl or drag the jack.
She's played this type of shot a few times now, just dragging that jack a couple of
played
feet
it well.
To her own bowl.
Just outside. Good weight for what she was after. It's one of those ones where you've got to decide your weight, because the weight required to push her own bowl and push... We left a toucher on again? We have. Katelyn's enjoying carryover touches here.
She's playing with confidence. This is a better way, but you might need some help off that one.
Well, that might have done enough.
Ooh, probably has.
As we'll get rid of that touch mark.
See, that's a professional. So we just saw the down. That must look quite inviting to be trialling that jack, but whether...
Well, I think it's a shot to play. I do think it's a shot to play with the extra save on the inside, or sit the outside bowl and get back to it. Oh, she's already banged her leg. I think she feels like she's gone a bit deep here. And that's what it was, just sent it out on a whitish line. So 2 shots to Katelyn, I believe. As we get set for part 2 of Pete and his giant pants story. 2 it is.
Yes.
All right, Pete, so you're laden up.
So I'm on the edge.
Yep.
I'm on the edge with pants that could come down any time, but I'm hanging in there.
15-11 the score.
They come out with the measure, the chocks, the everything.
The paddles.
And you know how there's 3 kinds of paddles. There's the ones that are really stiff and they're quite hard to do. There are ones that are, they're nice and they hold their form, and then there are the loose ones.
Right.
I got the loose ones.
Okay.
And it's very hard to hold more than 2. When you get 3, they're just all over the place.
Right.
So that was a mistake already. So I had loose paddles. and my pants are just hanging on. Of course, it's a TV game. So they come out with the the old box that they used to hang on your pants to make it even heavier.
Cameron Greenstone, a quick story is a good story, by the way.
So yeah, Cameron would. So my pants are laid down with the microphone thing that you stick in your ear as well, with the box. Marking Mark Casey, and you know where it goes from here. Marking Mark Casey, I'm fumbling and bumbling with everything.
With a shot clock as well.
With a shot clock. Mark thinks about what question he's going to ask first, and then he decides to ask the question. I know this is tough because I'm looking at it from a distance. I'm not like Sharon. I don't know I'm supposed to go in there when I've got time. This is the first time I've seen the head, and I know it's close. And I'm walking around.
And you've got 10 seconds to decide.
And I'm walking around, and I've got a person in my ear saying, "Make a decision. You've got to decide. You've got to make a decision." So I don't know who this bloke was, but he's telling me 3 times, "Make a decision. Make a decision. Make a decision." So what did I say, Clive?
You said no decision.
No decision.
Who's got shot? No decision.
No decision. And Mark's got about 3 seconds to play the ball.
Plead the fifth. and then I believe dropped everything on the floor. Yes, no, it was classic TV, and
and we've got Shuey in the Ian Sherbak in the commentary box going off.
So the moral of the story is they said we can never do that again.
Correct.
We need trained people.
Correct. So I'm the father of ITOs.
I'm glad
we can't have that person on TV.
I'm glad we got there,
again.
but no, thank you, Peter. I do remember contacting you after that game was broadcast on the ABC and letting you know that I had enjoyed it. There you go. Get to know Peter Harris a little bit better.
Yeah. Never played for Australia again.
Hopefully you've enjoyed that.
It's the only time I've
only took us
2 ends. I thought I'd take
through
actually 3 or 4 to get to it. I've done well.
All right, Katelyn, on a tightish line here, but we have seen them hold up a little bit on that tight line. That one's just lacking just over 4 feet of weight. An opportunity now for Jessie just to drop inside her own. We do acknowledge the great work that the ITOs do. A lot of time goes in. A lot of work goes in training others as well.
There's a lot of mentoring going on.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
So if there's someone out there who thinks they might be interested in that, contact your local people. They're all over there's a fair few of them. I'm sure your state will be able to point you in the right direction.
I promise if you get to the ITO level, you'll be fitted out with some clothes
that
fit as well.
Yes, you will be.
Well, Katelyn just with a blocked path here needs to find a way round Jessie's front bolt. We'll give you an update of all the scores on the other green shortly and just about do it on that picture, but we'll give you that update shortly. Katelyn.
It's just got to get down, doesn't it?
Not bad. Just didn't quite make it back. So while Jessie works out what she's doing, 15-11 is the lead to Cody Packer over Jack Lewis. And on the other green, it's a 16-12 lead. That is to... Oh,
that's changed around, hasn't it?
Yes, that's why I paused.
That was that 12-4 to Tasmania.
Yeah, so it is a 16-12 lead to Olivia Cartwright over Kim Saunders. That's why I paused. Hang on, am I reading that right? And next door's changed around a little bit too, with Matt Sargent now leading 14-13 over Matt O'Brien. 18-16 lead to Irene Arndt over Leah Modra. And Tristan Smallercomb's on 17, and we'll give you the score for Rob McMullen in just a moment when the scoreboard attendant has finished updating it. And 17 to...
Tristan wants to get in the way as well.
Tristan is standing in the way. He's approximately 70 metres away from us. But
he's still talking to the coach, so it's okay.
Tristan has no idea that he's standing in the way, but he won't be there for much longer. 17 plays 11. Tristan in front there over Rob McMullen. So we know that Tristan has to get to 19 to be guaranteed to play in the gold medal match. And that men's gold medal match will be our match for coverage.
So there's a long discussion there, coach and player. Let's see what they decided.
I can tell you, Pete, that other than Cam telling you to quicken up the story, no one has commented on your story.
That's good. That's a good thing. Wow, well,
big weight, first big weight we've seen in the match, and to no connection.
Bowl was obviously worth a few. Oh, they kicked the bowls in. Yep, 1 to New South Wales.
One it is. So
clearly that one was worth the other 2.
15-12 the scoreline now in favour of Katelyn Inch. So we start to get to the real meaningful ends in this one as they try to make their way to 25. Cody Packer 15-11, and that end is, well, looks like Jack Lewis is going to score on that end. He's holding at least 1. And he's making his way up to play his last bowl of this end. I think it's only 1, but we'll wait and see when that bowl's been played. Ryan Havercroft's back in and said, great story.
Uncle Ryan, thank you. He knows my pain.
Well, he does, because he's another one of the fantastic ITOs.
World final marker.
Absolutely, and did a fantastic job.
Exactly.
Had to be on his toes with Ryan Bester hitting everything in sight.
My pain allowed Ryan to do that.
I might say that Ryan was that accurate. I think Ryan Bester, I'm saying, that Ryan Havercroft's about the only thing he didn't hit with a drive, and if he was lining him up, he would have got him too. Ryan Bester, not a fan of respot. He's made it very clear. He was a fan of respot that day when he popped the jack out of bounds and had one sitting right on the spot.
Yes. So Katelyn's got a really good shot here. Just going to sit jack high-ish. Just past.
So that was an ABC televised match you're talking about, Pete.
It was. I'm not sure what year, 2003-ish?
I'll have a chat with Bowls WA CEO Ken Pride. We'll see if we can hunt down that footage.
No, that's not a good idea. Sorry, I mentioned it.
That will be there somewhere.
I'm still blaming Mark Casey.
We know
Took
Mark
too long
Casey,
to mark the
we
question.
know Mark Casey was in the match.
I'm pretty sure it was v Wales.
Right.
Great shot from Katelyn.
Tristan just added another 1 to his score, so 18-11. So he knows the numbers. He will know that he needs to get to 19.
So he knows he needs 1 compared to...
Great shot from Jessie Cottell. 2 down, just weaved away in there, avoided her own front bowl and sat beautifully next to the jack. That was a big bowl in the context of the match. 15-12 down and down 2. Can Katelyn reverse it back her way? She's going to need this to hold. And it's going to drop away. Doesn't want too much contact there. No harm done. So a great shot from Jessie to keep herself in this one. Grabs 1, 15-13 the lead to Katelyn Inch. Big difference between 15-13 down and 17-12 in terms of that race to 25. Remembering 2 down to 1 up, it is a 3-shot turnaround in terms of what the scoreboard would look like. Irene Arndt leading 21-16 over Leah Modra. The winner of that match will play for gold.
Will play for gold now, the way the other two scores are evening them out.
Look, that's a story in itself for Irene Arndt. I interviewed Irene Arndt at the Bowls WA Awards night, and I said to her, did you think your chance at a state singles title had passed? Because Irene was runner-up to Christina a few years ago in the WA state singles, played a great game, and Christina's hard to beat in singles play. And she said, absolutely, I thought my opportunity had passed. She might be playing for a gold medal, an Australian singles gold medal later on this evening.
Just got to run this out, Jessie. She's not going to quite. She's 3 or 4 feet short.
Jack Lewis grabs another 2 over there, Pete, and narrows the gap to just 1 against Cody Packer. 15-14 lead to Cody.
A little bit of waves over there, isn't it? One jumps out for
seems like
2 or 3 even for forward in front, and then the other one comes back.
Now, if Katelyn's got the trip here, this is a good bowl, but it's just running out of juice. That is now close for shot. And 1 to Jessie is the signal from Sharon.
Just laid off that one a little bit, and so a little bit of a loose end for the ladies.
Katelyn just finding that weight a little bit betwixt and between, although if it had fallen in, it was probably shot, but it chose to fall out instead. Still favour Jessie. Bowl left each to play. Well, needed a clear run and just finds itself down onto that front bowl. So still an opportunity here for Katelyn. Just managed to find a spot on the green that just can't quite nail. Can Katelyn come up with it with a last?
I think she has. Really good shot here.
That'll do it. Now, Sharon did say she only favoured. Okay, there you go. So I was going to see whether there was going to be a measure, and as I said it, that was the end of that. 16-13, Katelyn Inch in front in the race for a gold medal spot. Troy Somerville saying, I'm sure we have plenty more stories about Skippy.
Troy, my friend.
Sure Troy
wouldn't have any about me.
I'm sure Troy will be up and about for the BPL though, Troy.
He will be. Sorry, I'll miss you there, Troy. You'll have to find someone else to annoy.
Just tick 4:05. I wonder whether there's been any slight change in pace in the green.
Thinking the same thing, maybe.
Both players just trying to find their range again.
The sun has slipped, the clouds are in now, so the sun has slipped behind the clouds, so has cooled down a little bit.
In most places you do hear that little phrase about after 4, give it more.
Do you?
Yep.
I've never heard that. I don't get around much.
Definitely used to happen. It's definitely a tiff type saying.
Yep.
Great reply.
So Jessie had a great shot, and Katelyn's come right back at her.
Fantastic. And sits almost perfectly behind the jack. Now Tristan is still on 18, so 18-12. Now, has he just won that end though? I believe he has. So that is locked in. Tristan Smallacombe will play in the gold medal match tonight. So an opportunity for an NT gold medal. He will play the winner.
What a reply from Jessie.
Wow.
That is a great shot.
Well, when it sat there, I said that it had hidden away a little bit behind the jack. Well, that didn't help, did it? Tristan will play the winner of Jack Lewis and Cody Packer. That is currently locked away at 15 all.
Katelyn down as well. Is she just going to get down to it? Not quite.
Now that's a bronze medal match in the men's singles. That'll be the loser of Jack Lewis and Cody Packer that plays that one.
Yes.
Who they'll play, well, that's still got a bit to play out.
Yeah, Rob McMillan would want to get a bit closer.
Yeah.
For him to save his shots. So he's certainly still got something to play for, even though he can't make that gold medal game now.
He's 4 shots behind Matt O'Brien going into this one, so he's further behind than that now with that match at 15 all.
We need Matt O'Brien to lose for a start anyway, wouldn't he?
Yes. I don't think Matt Sargent can get there now. No, that's actually not true. Matt Sargent could still get there if he puts the foot down. Yeah, he could still. So it's still open for a bronze medal position. Now, in the women's singles, Olivia Cartwright up 17-15 over Kim Saunders. And I believe Irene Arndt is on 24. 24-19, I believe that scoreline is.
Okay,
yes, it is.
Is it?
Yep. So Irene just 1 shot away from a shot at a gold medal.
So Jessie out here on the backhand. You'd think that she was just staying a bit high. Katelyn does need to play a shot at this, and Jessie doesn't. She can just get past staying high. Well, that's the best backers. It's 1 foot past the jack, but it's the best back. Another tough decision here from Katelyn. She could... said something, not sure what she said. I don't know if she'll get back climbing around the blue far enough. She needs to get right back to the jack. Turning her own bowl may not be enough.
It's a tough ask. There's bowls all around the jack. And Jessie still has one to play.
So she's sticking this forehand, so you're looking just to roll her own over or slide underneath it for a clear run at that jack, but the weight was pretty good for it.
I think Jessie will be going for a little chat with Carl Healy here to discuss whether or not she puts this in her pocket. It's going to take a very good bowl to get another one in here. And she will walk straight past the mat and go and have a chat with Carl Healy.
So just got time, little correction. Irene Arndt's only 21.
Oh, okay. I saw the most part of the of that score. My apologies. 21-19, so still a bit to play out there. I saw the right-hand part of that number and thought it was a 4. It is a grand and a half away from us. So that's my excuse. I'm sticking to it.
I'm not saying anything.
I'm not convinced that Jessie will play this bowl.
No. It does look like she will.
Yeah, I mean, just because she's playing it doesn't mean she's trying that hard. That's the thing. So we'll.
Is she practicing? Drawing to the tee.
This is very wide.
That's a high line.
Yes. Nailed the weight. Not quite. No, just a little bit short. That was never going to be taking any risks. Both the players had a little bit of a chuckle about that. And it is 1 to Jessie, 16-14 the lead. That is to Katelyn Inch. Still plenty of time on the clock. And Jack Lewis has hit the front there, 16-15 over Cody Packer. Kim Saunders and Olivia Cartwright are locked away at 17 apiece. Winner of that will play for bronze. And Irene Arndt has just moved to 22, and I've definitely got that right. 22-19.
Let me just check on that. I can't see it. I can confirm 22.
Do like the nice big scoreboards here. There is a reason why I like those big scoreboards. They're modelled on the Wanneroo scoreboards. Look at those scores. You can see them all
19,
there.
22,
those nice big scores.
17-15, 17-17.
And Tristan's scoreboard just coming into view, 21-14. Yep. Yes, they're modelled on the scoreboards at Wanneroo. As that were designed.
Sliding under, great shot.
That were designed
by
me. So I do like their scoreboards.
Vested interest. You a bit blind as a child? You know, big ones?
At Wanneroo, there's a clubhouse right up on the hill, and the boards were right down the bottom, and so it was quite a long way to see the scores. And so we designed something you could see very clearly. Great shot.
Great shot.
Yeah, too many times you're looking to try and see a score and you've got fiddly little boards that you can't see. These are nice and clear, nice big numbers.
A little bit of weight about them too, so they don't blow around in the wind.
Correct.
Just trying to hold on for that jack, or even better, Katelyn's bowl, but just slid underneath. So I think Katelyn would be trying to do the same as her last.
She's done well.
Hold to the jack. She wants all of it, or none of it. Well,
it's a tricky one because if Jessie chooses to use a lot of weight, she runs the risk of moving her own bowls out.
Yep.
I think she'll be just searching up there again, looking for a little bit of jack movement or land the shot bowl.
Get it on the line. Get it down the right line with a couple of metres. On some other days you wouldn't be able to play this shot with the breeze, but it's nice and reasonably calm, so
less risk in that you can be a little bit more deliberate with your line.
So see if you can get this line right first. Pushed it out there. Will it get back down?
No. Cody Packer has just missed removing Jack Lewis's closest bowl for 4 and gets 1 instead, so 16 apiece over there. That is going to come right down to the wire to see who gets the chance to play for gold and who has to regroup and go out and see if they can win themselves at least a medal in a bronze medal matchup. Irene Arndt, 23 now, 23-19. Olivia Cartwright, 19-17. And it looks like the two Matts, Sargent and O'Brien, are locked away at 17 apiece.
Doesn't want a big piece of that, and she hasn't got the weight to turn it, so she's okay.
2 more by the looks. 2 more as the score moves to 18-14 and a little bit of breeze threatens to come through.
Does.
20 past 4, just coming up to 20 past 4 here, local time. I think the sun's pretty much done its thing for the day. It's we've really got nothing heavy, but
No.
cloudy skies, but nothing at all threatening. We have been blessed with that really. Okay, yes, it's been windy.
Yep.
But the weather over the fortnight, it's the one thing you can't organise.
No.
You cannot do anything about the weather, and it's been sublime.
Yep. A couple of hot days, which is a lot better than a couple of wet days, which we can get in October, but we haven't this year, which has been... I think that Tristan Smallacombe game is over. Tristan has won 25-15 over Robert McMullen. 25-15, so it's a bit of a hit on Rob's shots, which will only matter if Matt Sargent wins.
Yeah, Rob is
Agreed.
eliminated.
Yep.
Because if Matt Sargent wins, Matt Sargent's also on minus 12 shots, so clearly he would be better than that if he wins.
So the winner of Matthew Sargent and Matthew O'Brien will go play for the bronze medal.
And it's not that simple.
Okay. No, there's still...
Matt
Sargent
needs a
wins,
margin.
he needs to
Yep.
win by a margin, so my apologies.
Matt would need to win by 8.
No, we can't do that.
Well, he can.
Oh, sorry, yes, he can. It's 1917.
It's 1917 at the moment, so
Great shot
really,
here from Katelyn.
Matt
All
O'Brien
over
just
it.
needs to score in that match, and he will be playing for bronze. Lee Such is saying, can confirm after 4 days the Yaris has returned home. Thank you, Lee.
I don't want to know, Lee.
No, we don't.
This is
Great shot,
here from
and got
Jessie.
enough of the
Tell-
jack to go through with it. That is a couple by the look of it on our angle. Seen some great bowls played, and we've seen just great use of minimal weight
Yes.
to get the conversions.
So Katelyn's still got a pretty good shot on there.
Yeah, there's gaps, and that'll be that'll make Jessie happy. Is that there's a few gaps to find.
And Katelyn a little bit nervous, but it all depends on the weight that she plays. So she's arriving. What has she got?
One of those gaps.
One of the gaps. So
big opportunity now for Jessie to put a dent back in this margin, get it back to potentially just one shot. Cody Packer and Jack Lewis are measuring for a third for Jack Lewis. They are currently 16 all, but it's not going to stay that way.
Irene Arndt is now 23 to Liam Roger at 22.
Ooh.
So it's going down to the wire.
And that is 2 to Jack Lewis over there. He leads at 18-16.
Don't think Jessie's got the...
So we believe it's going to be 2 there.
I think it's 2.
Our angle certainly would suggest so. 2 confirmed. Gap reduced to exactly that. It's 18-16 in favour of Katelyn Inch. So this one might well be coming right down to the wire for who is going to feature in the gold medal match. And so is the match over there. 23-22 to RNR, as you said, Pete. That's against Leah Modra. Whoever can do the scoring in those next couple of ends is going to be playing for gold. From our vantage point, it might be Irene holding sway there.
It's one of those ones. One will go for gold and one will be sitting in the clubhouse.
Yes.
So it's all or nothing. Gold or gold, silver or nothing.
Yes, particularly because... Well, it was straight up because everyone's had a win.
Everyone's had one win,
yep.
So the other rink winner will...
Even if they have a draw, a timed out draw...
Yeah, still both better.
Yes.
Whoever that is. Nice start from Jessie.
Because you can say, well, you can't have a draw in singles. We actually can in a time limited competition. Still looks like Irene might be holding a couple over there. Thanks for that, Pete.
You're welcome. No one would have noticed or heard it.
Oh, Mitch did.
Pesky flies back.
Well, Leah has got shot over there against Irene and got right to the jack. So interesting times over there.
Interesting change of hand here from
She's played it well.
Jessie.
Played it really well.
It's a really good switch of hand. Katelyn looking for a metre.
Well,
he has got the metre, I think, but
this is in the zone. This is very much in the zone. What a shot.
That's a great shot.
1 to Leah Modra over there, 23 all. That is a playoff for a gold medal match appearance. 2 shots required from either player.
This is coming down quick here. Looking for the bowl.
Close, clean. What a
Very clean.
shot.
That's a good shot.
Had the protection of that front bowl of Katelyn's that meant she couldn't really get her own. That would have looked really nice from the mat end to be able to just fire one up there underneath. And the challenge for Katelyn is to do it again, and she has not done that. She's already given that one away. Jessie close in on this jack, and if she can, she could hold the lead as it sits. Of course, still one bowl left for Katelyn to do something about that. This almost looks certain to count.
Well, it certainly will count. You wouldn't mind it stopping about there, would you?
That is...
That's quite annoying.
That is. It's going to make for a difficult time for Katelyn. I am definitely looking from a distance, but it appears that Leah Modra holds shot over there against Irene Arndt. So there's some interesting times happening right now. Matt O'Brien's moved to 20. That locks him in for a bronze medal appearance.
Katelyn's line's good, but her weight is not, so this is going to be 3 to Jessie.
And with that 3 is the lead. 19-18 to Jessie Cottell. A one-shot lead as these two race to 25. 20 all between Olivia Cartwright and Kim Saunders. Whoever wins that will play for bronze. And 23 all between Irene Arndt and Leah Modra. That could end this end.
It does look like Leah Modra's got 2, doesn't it? Jessie stretch this end out. It's a long end here. Wait to the jack will help. Just got a slice of it on the way past. Just about 2 feet jack height, so still some room.
Jack Lewis leading 18-17 over Cody Packer.
Katelyn trying to run this out, but she might have done enough. It's close. Questions being asked. No, how far?
Irene Arndt is playing her last bowl as we speak. And she has missed the jack and run past. Can't tell whether it's 1 or 2. We're a long way away from that head. So Leah Modra's definitely got shot. She has carried the mat down, so it may only be 1. We'll wait and have a look.
Jessie Cottell may have got shot there. That's close.
Okay, so it is 1 to Leah Modra over there. 24-23 in favour of the South Australian now. There's a pretty satisfied Tristan Smallacombe sits alongside the rink, knowing he's going to be playing for gold tonight.
Great shot from Katelyn. Indication was only 1, so the jack high bowl is second shot. Tightened it up. Has she tightened it up too much?
Needs the slide off the front. Hasn't got that solid contact. So, well, Jessie just got the lead. It's a chance potentially for Katelyn to arrest that lead back. She's going to switch to the backhand
She
side.
wanted to stay forehand,
yeah,
clearly, but has
Too
made
much.
the right move, I think.
Too much of a reference point there on the backhand to deny. She's got a very clear guide as to where she needs to get to count. Needs it to hang on.
Yeah, she needs to slide around this front white. She's not going to quite really reach it.
Jessie heading down, and I look over and I see 2 bowls all over the jack between Irene Arndt and Leah Modra, Pete, if you look through there,
okay.
those two bowls are both all over the jack.
There they are.
Yes.
Looks like the Irene one is the bluish,
Ooh,
so
yes.
that may be short.
On that angle, it looks like it. Looking over on the green, I'm not so sure. Great camera work.
Jessie talking to her coach, Carl.
Look at that. You're even getting bonus coverage from the other green. Brilliant work.
Jessie now making her way down to the mat. Well, she's shown the last few ends that she's prepared to be a bit more aggressive than maybe she was earlier. Not sure there's an aggressive shot there for her.
There's a swinging shot, but there's not a full-blooded shot.
So just over the draw here. Just won't get down.
Well, that was the shot we talked about.
Yeah. Katelyn's already let it go. She was in a hurry. She's got a hold.
Well, this one is holding.
She doesn't want to back cut the jack.
Well,
Might only be one now.
she's kept one with a bit of a wry smile.
She was very quick on the mat then. Which had hardly any time to actually get her.
One removed, and she'll just use her fingers to have a look and see whether it's worth.
Nope.
One it is. 19 apiece. 6 shots required from either player. Irene Arndt is heading back up to play her bowl. We're not sure whether she's up or down, but she's got a task in front of her, I think. Having said that, she could make contact on her own bowl over there and actually win the game.
So Katelyn's gone back to long. This is over ditch to ditch on a lot of green, so it's a long way.
Well, Irene's missed any contact, so it's just a matter now of who's actually got the shot, and I think they're heading up to shake hands. They are. So Leah Modra books her place in tonight's women's gold medal match, and she will play the winner of this match.
Trying to get there, but it's not going to quite run it out. So 3 feet short. Katelyn's a couple of feet short. Just got out a bit wide, didn't get back. Weight was perfect. So Katelyn currently holding 1. She can get the 2, get to the 21 first. You'll always feel a bit happier within one end of the win. She's not going to get around that. She's made the picture look pretty ordinary for Jessie. Just asking how far in front it is. Looks like she will switch to to the forehand. Should be looking just under the Katelyn bowl. Maybe even around the Katelyn bowl.
Not through it though.
Not through the bowl. So it's okay. It's better second. Saying it'd be a goal. Katelyn will get to the 21 mark first. Only one end away from winning. A bit more pressure on Jessie, knowing it could be the last end every time you step on.
Absolutely. Once you get to that springboard, checkout zone, whatever you want to call it. What did you call it?
You're knocking on the door.
Oh, that's right.
You're on the doormat. On the doormat. Knocking. Well, Jessie might actually play some more weight here. She does have the back bowl as well as the 2 seconds. Sliding up there, she gets the blue, or she grabs the jack underneath. Turn either of her bowls or a chance.
It's an inviting...
There's the back bowl, perfect position.
Inviting area to play through. You can see Carl talking about it right there.
It's a matter of how much weight more so than the shot, I think. It's more how much weight you're going to play through there.
So we already know Leah Modra's there. She awaits the winner of this match. Jack Lewis leads 2017 against Cody Packer as Cody heads back to play.
Jack holds shot.
One down, yes.
So I think we're going to see forehand. It's a matter of how much weight forehand.
It is the reaching weight we were talking about, and it is close.
She's holding to her own, is she, or she's sliding off it?
Well, slid off a couple,
Just
but
didn't need the double wick.
Didn't quite get the angle required. 1 to Katelyn Inch. She leads at 2019. And really, there's been nothing in this match. Biggest margin we've seen has been 4 shots. And realistically, we're probably, if someone puts their foot down, we're not going to see a bigger margin than 4 shots.
No.
Been a fantastic display by both players, and a fantastic display of precise shot making.
Yes.
We haven't seen too much weight. There's only really one drive I can remember that was played by Jessie. 23-20, Olivia Cartwright over Kim Saunders. Winner of that one plays for bronze tonight. Play the loser of this match. Tristan Smallacombe already booked in for a gold medal appearance against the winner of Jack Lewis and Cody Packer. Jack now leading 21-17 in that one.
Run it out here.
Did you just have a fly wanting airtime?
I had a fly rattling around in my ears.
Even I reached to swat her, and it was actually it was next to your microphone.
Yeah, I think he was just sitting on the microphone, buzzing. So you've got to hold the line to the blue because it's got the weight. Just didn't quite get around it or.
Just feels like those little lands and slides are just going the way of Katelyn rather than the way of Jessie at the moment. That can change. One ball left each to play between Cody Packer and Jack Lewis on this end. Jack leading 21-17 and holding shot.
It's a good shot here from Katelyn. Didn't get down quite as much as she might have hoped. That little bit of breeze is holding it there. So Jessie's weight was pretty good. Just needed to get the line right.
Well, that forces a change of hand.
Yeah, that's not
Katelyn.
not necessarily a bad thing. She can tickle this around the corner. Front touches might make 3. It's not too far away from that, is she?
Just needs to get
to the jack.
Yeah, it's beautifully played.
Good, so makes 2 shots.
Jessie heading down to have a look at this. She can have some decisions to make here. Down 2019. Does have a look at those 2 bowls if she wants to go on the attack, or does she just try and draw the shot? It's a tough choice. I don't think she would lose both of hers with weight. I don't think she can get connection across to get both. Does that make up her mind that it's worth playing?
Even getting the front one probably does bring in at least another 1 anyway. Side jack Katelyn bowl there, I think, is 4th shot.
I think the decision here is partly about how confident she feels of drawing the shot on the backhand as well. She is going to the backhand by the look of it.
She's just got to get that line. Her weight hasn't been too bad.
She can afford to have enough to reach here and get to her own bowl or get to the jack. She's close.
She doesn't want that hole.
Oh, wow.
His 2nd shot.
That is an incredible effort.
Shot.
Little glance over to us, and what a fantastic effort. Looks like it. She's cut it back to 1, so that there's some success out of that. But 21-19 now, the scoreline, 3 1s in a row to Katelyn after Jessie put together a couple of multiples on ends 19 and 20 to hit the lead, but Katelyn has arrested that back. And Pete, 21-19.
Knock, knock. Exactly.
Knocking on the door.
No one's listening at the moment.
Are they?
No.
And you're 4 away, no one's listening?
No.
Right.
No, TV's too loud. Cody Packer just killed the end over there, I think. Yes. 22-17. Jack Lewis. Matt Sargent up 24-21.
Yes, but that one is decided. Matt O'Brien will be playing for bronze.
That's just a pride game for Matt Sargent right now.
And what's happening in the other women's match? Because that one will determine who plays for bronze as well. That's Olivia Cartwright and Kim Saunders. 23-21 to Olivia. It's a correction from Katelyn, but how far is it going? Well, that'll do. That's handy. It's a marker for Jessie to have to beat. It looks tight. Is it tight or is it the weight?
I think the weight's pretty good.
It's climbed around the front.
Not
Well,
that tight.
that is held up nicely.
Oh, we had one of those earlier.
We did.
There's that light breeze blowing across there. Katelyn considers changing, then decides not to. Just the weight might just see her run past this.
As we switch back, look at that city of Joondalup just sitting over Jessie's shoulder, letting us know that they are involved. And of course, you can experience more in Joondalup town. And just take that off so we don't get in the line.
I think Olivia Cartwright has just won her game 25-21.
Certainly has. So that will be a bronze medal appearance for Olivia. She'll take on the player that is unsuccessful here. And Jessie trying to do something about that right now. Drops in. That might have done enough. 2 is the signal. We are going to the wire to see who's playing for gold tonight. Cody Packer looks to be holding shot over there, but he trails 17-22 against Jack Lewis. And Jack might have a little shot on to pop the Jack for 2 or 3 over there.
So Matt Sargent has won his game for a bit of pride, 25-21.
Yep, but Matt O'Brien will play for bronze tonight. No connection for Jack Lewis, but that was close.
He's trailing for 3 or 4.
Cody still with 1 more to play. He is holding shot. So Katelyn's been up and had a look at this.
Yeah, not a lot of her in there, but there's a direct draw line there. Just coming into view, but not sure it's going to arrive. So,
well, suddenly Jessie can drop another one in here. She can retake the lead. Cody scores 1 there, 22-18 currently. Jack Lewis leads that one. 22 shots to 18. Just in case that sounded like 20-18, it's 22-18. And Jessie with the last bowl here of this end, looking to add another. She's gone to the somewhat safer backhand side. Just needs to clear the front.
Clear the front, she's good, but
unable to.
Weight was good.
It won't have done any harm. It will be 2 shots, and wow, 21 apiece. So far through this match, it's been 3-all, 8-all, 19-all, and now it's 21-all. 4 shots required. 1 good end from each player to take a spot in tonight's gold medal match. Plenty of support coming through for both players.
Good start here from Jessie. Just got to hang on.
Yeah, it's another one of those. It's in the area. It's a marker. It's probably means she doesn't drop 4 with both players on 21. Now it can get away from you quick, Pete. You know, your opposition needs 4 and you play 2 loose bowls with the first 2. Suddenly the pressure goes right on.
Definitely.
Jessie will want to put that pressure on right now.
Just sliding underneath again.
There's 2 bowls in the area from Jessie. Katelyn will be confident that she can drop one inside those. And he's not far off doing so. We'll need it to pull up. So that is still 2 to New South Wales, Jessie Cottell. Chance to add a 3rd and suddenly put some real pressure on Katelyn and her next 2 bowls. Looks to have the journey to do it. That'll do. Suddenly Katelyn needs a good bowl here.
Yes, you don't want to leave it to your last.
She's played it pretty well.
Yeah, she's got to run
Certainly,
it out.
certainly going to alleviate some damage. And isn't far off shot.
Probably second.
Yep.
Yep. 1 to New South.
And takes away any danger of losing this match on this end, because Jessie will not be chasing that bowl. Does Jessie need anything past the head here? There is a trail on for Katelyn if she wants to take it on.
There is. Turn her own trail.
I think the ideal bowl for Jessie here drops in just behind the jack and counts.
Trying to get down.
She doesn't want to sit right alongside it. Wants it to keep going now. Well, it's fallen out. I think falling out might have been the better result.
Yeah,
yes,
that helped a little. But it will be 2.
Yeah, Katelyn will be up to this. She can't afford to go large at it because she can't lose her own bowl. But she'll be pushing up to this, looking to just trail it to her closest bowl behind the jack is what she'll be looking to do. She gets it a bit further, then she'll take that. Land that last bowl of Jessie's. It's all about giving this bowl a chance. She actually has resisted that bigger weight. She's got enough though. That'll do it. That's really well played.
Good shot.
Just gave it enough. Probably had enough that she was on the jack. She was trailing it for a couple as well. And one more goes on the board to Katelyn. Expertly played. 22 plays 21. And that jack has been lost in the ditch.
2 to Cody Packer, moves him to 20.
Well, it's coming down to the wire there.
22. Once again, someone gets a lead and someone is just drags them back.
It's been the pattern of that match.
Who's going to get the last little lead?
Yes, at some point you get that little run and the opposition doesn't get the chance to come back. So Jack right up there on in a similar spot. Matt just a little bit further up.
Yeah, a lot of difference between what the girls are playing.
Handy start.
Yep.
22-21 to Katelyn Inch. 3 shots from victory. Certainly wouldn't put it past Jessie to grab a couple back here and retake the lead.
And that's a nice land. It helps. So Katelyn's weight was pretty good. Just needs a bit more line. She's got the line. I just pushed it, but so still an opportunity for Jessie to get there first.
Just having a look to see whether there's been anything in the directions. There's very little in this match. I mean, it doesn't surprise you. At 22-21, it doesn't surprise you, but there's just very little in this match in terms of anything to find. How much Jack's she getting here? Well, enough to sit right on it.
This might change Katelyn's hand.
She's almost got a free look at this, Pete, to try and sit the bowl or trail now. She's got enough in the head that she's fairly safe and can look to land the bowl or trail. She's close to it.
Close.
Just didn't quite have the trip.
Quite. Packer put the Jack in the ditch.
Well, he's put the Jack in the ditch, and not only has he done that, Pete, but it looks like he's holding 3 or 4.
Does.
Probably just 3.
Second shot is a long way away.
But it means that Jack can't go for shot.
No.
He can't try and draw the shot. He has to just cut out the 2 that are a fair distance away. So, it'd be interesting to see how that one goes. Jack's on the mat and playing his bowl now. We'll get you that result in just a sec.
Just I don't know if she's got the trip either. So.
And neither has Jack.
Ooh, that's a terrible short one, that one. So this is a bonus couple here from Cody. For Cody.
Could be 3. Our angle's terrible to actually see whether it's... Is Cody looking for 4?
He might be looking for 4.
If so, Cody will be 1 shot from victory.
There it is.
Well, it's definitely 3.
Seeing 3. So
And they're calling an umpire to check the 4th, so we'll let you know what happens over there. But if that's 4 to Cody, he goes within 1 of victory.
So you wouldn't expect Katelyn to make the same mistake and drop short this time.
Well, again, she's got licence to reach here. This is definitely reaching.
It's just going to get down.
Not quite.
Not quite. It's just going to hold the line there. Very quick conversation with Coach Carl.
So the super long measure is out over between Cody and Jack. Looks like 4 from our angle there.
Jessie on the forehand.
4 it is over there, so 24-22 now to Cody Packer. The winner of that match plays for gold.
Jessie going to run it out. Just not quite.
Just when it needed to run, it said no thanks. 1 it'll be to Jessie Cottell, and it's 22 shots apiece.
It's our time.
We've still got about 28 minutes left.
Okay, plenty of time.
Yeah, Katelyn went so quickly with that jack down this other end that was a deliberate jack in the ditch.
You think?
Yeah. Yeah. There's a little bit of talk here about did Katelyn deliberately throw that in the ditch?
It didn't work.
10 minutes.
10-minute warning. Okay, so there is 9 minutes 20 left on the clock. So what that means now is we just need to check. In the instance of a draw, Katelyn Inch has a 2-shot advantage over Jessie. So 9 minutes.
It's a great start from Katelyn.
It would be about 9 minutes on the clock right now.
Okay. Well, if Katelyn did put the jack in the ditch, it didn't work.
No.
Which is interesting.
Trouble for us, we were too busy looking at other scores and other.
Yeah, I didn't. I wasn't watching the jack.
She'd done it before we looked up.
I wasn't watching how the jack went down. So this one must be passed.
Still, that's something you're allowed to do. You can, you can allow your opponent to roll the jack.
Not sure why you would, but
I did it before in a game where when the rules were that you could give the mat away.
Yep.
I had an opponent charging back at me, and I wanted them to think about something else other than just rolling bowls because they kept getting shot. So I rolled the jack in the ditch just to break things up. It went in with a thud. He said to me, "Did you do that on purpose?" I said, "No, I just slipped."
Yeah, that's not the case in this one. No one's charging at anybody's been.
No, it's interesting.
So
I'll tell you what, this is a great shot. What a shot this is. Brilliantly played. Falls in and has the shot. However, Katelyn has the right of reply.
Yep. It's a nice setup for both teams.
Jack Lewis is holding shot at the moment between Cody and Jack. I think it's only one, although there may be a second one in there.
Katelyn turning one of hers. No, it's
would have loved to miss by that margin. Would love to miss those 2 bowls by that margin on the other side of them because that would have been very close to sitting shot bowl. So Cody's come up short. Question is, how many is Jack holding over there at the moment?
Do you say who wins over there if it's a draw?
Good question. Jack Lewis has a 3-shot advantage.
Okay, so Cody needs to go out.
There is still 6.5 minutes on the clock. Remember, when they finish any end that they are on. Katelyn right now has a chance to sit for 3 and win the game.
Yeah, still on this forehand.
She has a chance to sit the bowl out for 3 and win the game.
Down to it.
She's got the jack
all the way. Oh no, it jammed.
Wow.
Jammed.
Well, that is an awful result for Katelyn Inch. That is going to be 2 shots to Jessie. Looks like she's well aware of the clock as well. 2 shots it is, and that is now 24 shots to 22 in favour of Jessie. And we...
Is the game over there 24 all?
Oh, I can't see that scoreboard at the moment.
Cody just moved in front of the scoreboard.
It is 24 all.
So Jack drew another one, so that will be the last end.
Yep, so that one will finish. Well,
unless
yes,
they keep killing it.
But they can keep killing it. So that match will finish. I'm not quite so sure about here. We're ticked down to 5 minutes left right now.
It's close for another end or not, if required, of course. If required. It's a great start. And Jessie, she might not care and go out.
So Katelyn Inch has the shots up advantage. So if she could get 2 shots here and the hooter was to go, that would be enough. I think there's every chance we'll start one more end, but it could depend. It could depend on a couple of visits to the head.
Yep.
And Katelyn has got the shot here. Wow, this is tense. It's also tense over there between Cody and Jack. They are halfway through their end. It's 24 all. And Jack currently holds shot. Cody's run too far past, so...
Is he trying to hold on, but she might just slip underneath again, so... bowls in the head, but beatable.
Well, the tension is palpable. Can Katelyn add another here?
Has she got the
It's
run?
very close. She's certainly got the run. What a shot.
Sits behind it. Very good shot. Got a feeling this was the last end.
Cody has sat Jack Lewis out for shot.
They've got 1 bowl each left, with Packer holding 1. So Jessie
needs contact.
Yeah, needs contact with one of them.
Does not want the gap and doesn't get the gap. That's a great shot.
Oh, that's a great shot.
Well, that is huge in the context of this. She needs to stop.
And
she needs to stop Katelyn from...
Jack Lewis misses.
Right, so Cody Packer versus Tristan Smallercombe will be our gold medal match tonight. And our bronze medal match will be Matt O'Brien versus Jack Lewis.
So Katelyn on the way down, if she needs to try and get second shot.
By my reckoning, we have 2 minutes and 10 seconds left on the clock.
Normal time, that's enough to get the Jack down with 2 bowls, but Jessie does have to get to the other end, and certainly rightfully talking to the coach, but it's good to see her not overdoing it, just moving on.
Yep.
She's doing the right thing.
This is going to be tight as to whether we get another end in.
What's the matter whether
Katelyn can't afford to go down.
Katelyn just picks up the bowl and just walks straight up and get the Jack down.
That's probably a good tactic to use.
She won't know exactly how long she's got, but she'll know it's close.
She's seeking confirmation.
Paul's got the hooter.
Just over a minute. I think
this is a great shot.
Katelyn,
Don't worry, she's going to have to play it.
Well,
that's a superb shot, Jessie.
What a shot.
This might be the last end now because Katelyn's going to have to think about this. That is a superb shot. Well, we're all worried about the clock.
Jessie nailed it.
She's nailed it. Great shot. Katelyn needs to get the shot back or kill it.
Somehow create 2. If she creates 2,
she's got the front and nothing else.
So that is
well
game.
played.
I think we're happy that it does get to a conclusion because it deserved that. And it is 25-22, a victory to Jessie Cottell. So that leaves us with some fantastic matches to come up tonight. In the men's singles, which will be our match for coverage, it'll be WA's Cody Packer to take on NT's Tristan Small-Clone.
We know a little bit about those two.
Feels like WA versus WA in a way.
Don't tell the NT that. But we do know a little bit about these two.
The bronze medal match will be Matt O'Brien from Victoria to take on Jack Lewis from New South Wales. And in the women's finals, the gold medal match will be between Jessie Cottell and Leah Modra. And the bronze medal match, Katelyn Inch versus Olivia Cartwright. What a superb display by both players there, Pete. There was nothing in that match.
That was enjoyable. That was really enjoyable.
When you've got a match that is for a spot in a gold medal, you hope that it's a match like that, and it was a brilliant display.
It was. Not outward aggression, but still positive, with positive weight. It was really good.
So, that leaves us, as you know, our finals. They might go a little early. It's 5:15 local time. They're due for 6:15. I'd probably tip a 6 o'clock start time. So make sure you do like the Bowls Australia Facebook page and make sure your notifications are on because you don't want to miss any of this big final. It is a big thank you to Tourism Western Australia. Walking on a dream. Well, there are dreams to be fulfilled tonight when we go looking for some gold medals. Of course, the Department of Local Government, Sport and Cultural Industries, Lottery West, and of course, the city of Joondalup, where it's all been happening in the final week of the Nationals 2023. We've got one more match to cover. It's a gold medal match, and it'll be with you in around about 45 minutes right back here at Joondalup. Don't miss it. We'll see you then.